Demon Redmist here, and I've come on to try and finish the round of golf that I started yesterday, where all of a sudden I started feeling a bit on the tired side and ended up having to go off. And to be fair, I went off, I went to bed and slept for a few hours. So I'm going to try and well, not try, I am going to carry on the round that I was doing, so I should be able to continue on. And then actually there's a tournament started, isn't there, so I might give that a go. We can have a look at the Gump Forest. Okay, so let's continue the round. I think I got to about the 11th. I could be very wrong though, because it was odd how I just suddenly got very, very tired. It wasn't because I was bored, it's literally I just couldn't keep my eyes open. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me again. Now, it's a fucking ridiculously hot day today. Ridiculously hot day today.
Hello there, how are you? My name is John, and I'd like to welcome you back to your round that we saved for you earlier. Let's go.
Cheers, John.
Okay, it's time to send this ball on its way.
Okay, now, I will admit, holy shit, I've not been a big fan of this course so far, because of the narrowness of the fairways.
Nice, should be in the fairway.
Nah, it's going water.
Alright, time to reload.
Good start to the day, David. Let's go back to the tee. We'll go down a couple of clubs. I mean, to be fair, of the courses that I have made, I would say this is probably the least appealing of them all. I mean, I made one called the Andrex. It was alright, apart from the greens were fucking evil. I then edited the greens, and it ended up being a much nicer course. But there's a few I've made recently that have been very nice. So basically what I'll use this as now is just a little bit of a warm up before going to do the tournament round, as long as I can stay awake.
Little 6-footer here, nothing too scary.
Yeah, nothing too scary. You watch it go fucking miles.
Oh!
You son of a gun.
Alright, nice little 2-foot putt. Alright, let me dig out the scorecard here.
So I'm not
Sitting
too keen
at
on
6 over in the round.
my player's shirt. To be fair, I did only put it on him yesterday.
Number 13 coming up.
But you know, this course, it might not be too bad if the fairways were wider, but yeah, it's a bit, I won't say
unlucky.
evil.
Unlucky.
It's just,
okay, the
no
ball sitting above
for
your feet. That's going to make it go a little more left than usual. So you might want to compensate.
That's a good shot, that is. I could have clubbed up, but I think the connection would have been a bit shit, and to be fair, I didn't need to club up in the end. But yeah, I mean, the par 3 course that I've made is quite a nice course, enjoyable to play around.
Alright, we're setting up 30 feet from the hole, so have fun with this.
That's going to roll very fast. Ooh, I'll take that distance away from...
that was going to be fantastic. Super putt, just didn't drop.
They're still staying on the PGA yesterday. If
Great
you put
putt
in
in
from
there.
30
All right.
feet, you should be open to
And
2
that'll
putt.
keep you at 6 over for the round.
So yeah, so I'll just use
Okay,
this
here
as
we
a bit of a
go.
warm-up for going for a round on Gump Forest, because Gump Forest, even though I basically created it the same way as this, in that I literally just put the settings in and let the game generate the course, the Gump Forest is a much nicer,
one's a
much
beauty.
more playable course. Got an interesting bit of character to it as well.
Okay, nice approach. This one's for birdie.
Okay, that's gonna swing left quite a bit, I reckon. Or it's just gonna go dead straight. May have gone left if I'd have hit it.
Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer. That'll work for par.
That'll do.
Okay, so that'll keep you at 6 over for the round.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can get a
Grip
couple
it,
of
grip
birdies
it.
in.
Let's go.
Not that I know what the fucking holes are like, but okay, yeah. That's. If I go driver, that's ended up in the fucking water. Go on, pop onto the fairway. Thank you. Oh. I think if it hadn't have gone in the bunker, it'd probably gone
No
in the
good.
water. What the fuck kind of hole is this? I think I'm gonna have to play it out safe looking at. See, the lie's not. Okay, the lie's not too bad actually. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can get out of there properly.
Looks like you're going into the rough on this one.
No, there's a fucking puddle there. Okay, got a bit lucky on that one.
Decent distance out of the sand there. We're in the fairway. All right, we're right around 165
okay, this
yards
is
out.
an evil fucking hole.
This one's looking good.
Go on, drop by the hole. I'll take that.
Okay, you're on the green with a fair amount of real estate to cover now.
Come on. That's in. No, you bastard!
I'm so angry that was going to be excellent, and it wasn't.
Him saying excellent just reminded me. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure remake. Fucking hell. That's
Okay, let's
coming
see what
soon.
you can do with his 8-footer.
Well, it's not a remake, is it? It's the next in the series. 40 years later. Well, maybe not that long, but. Oh,
Slightly to moderately disappointing there. All right, nice little 2-foot putt. Let's see how the numbers add up. Sitting at 7 over for the round.
Colin started so well. Birdie, birdie.
All right, let's let her
Sleepy
rip.
bogey. You know, they're stingy with the fairways around here. Okay. Wasn't the
Nice,
best of
should be in the
contacts,
fairway.
but might make the green if it can roll on. Nope. Okay, pitch shot. I must admit, I'm not a big fan of the pitch shots on this game. Probably because it tends to default to a pitch shot. And I tend to forget, so when it runs on, it's not what I was expecting. Personally though, I prefer flop shots, but they're not easy to get absolutely spot on this game. It's very easy to get it
For
wrong.
the bird.
If you swing speed is wrong. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Also, trying to add a little extra backspin on it. As I had a shot yesterday.
Over for the round.
Tried to put a little bit of more backspin on it and fucking chipped it up next to the hole and backspun it off the green.
Okay, it's time to send this ball on its way.
Time to send this ball into its home. Get in your home.
Heading for the green.
That's going to go flying past. 29 feet up. That's really should have been struggling to get up there. You know, fuck off, you are a computer, you cheeky cunt. That's in. Go on. Oh no, it's turned.
Nice. Alright, nice little 2-foot putt. Nice, that'll work for par. And that'll keep you at 6 over for the round.
Oh, come on, let's finish off with a good hole.
Hole number 18.
Oh, fuck off. That does not look very kind. Ah, it's gone left. Holy shit. There's a bit of a hill there then.
Ugh. Okay, the ball's sitting above your feet here. You might want to compensate.
Go on. Oh my god, it's gone a lot more left than I thought it would. Oh. Okay, you can stop now. Yeah, you can stop now. Stop.
Okay, looks like about 18 feet from here.
Alright, just tap it in. It's all in the hips. Too hard. Take it though.
Nicely done for the par. Okay, it's looking like 6 over par for you today. Well, thanks very much for the round today. I had a good
didn't
time
drop
out there.
any
Hope you did too.
extra shots, but considering it's my own course, I'm going to give that a low rating. It's not a particularly great course, that one. And it's not. I'm not giving it that score because I was over par. It's not a pleasant course to play. Some are just nice to play around. Right. So fairways are soft, green speed is slow. It's not a particularly long course. It's had 7 favourites already, 5 stars. Alright, okay, let's see if any of my rivals have done a round yet. No, okay. Oh. Now the reason that this is called Gump Forest is because it was meant to have loads of fucking trees on it. It hasn't.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome
It's
to
got some.
you. My name is John McCarthy, and I am also glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC Net. We are just about ready to kick off our first round action. We are down at
That
the first
we
tee.
are.
Let's go.
Okay. Greens are a little wider. Fairways are wider, I mean. Decent wind behind me, yeah.
And there we go, folks.
Oh,
First
it's
drive
going
of
left.
the event.
Could be in the bunker. No, I'll take that.
And nothing wrong with that shot. From about $150.
Okay, I'm not gonna club up.
And here's the 6
Go on.
iron.
That's gonna go on. It's gonna go bouncing on. bad, but probably could have actually clubbed down, which is unusual because given normal situation, I suppose the wind helped me a bit, but given normal situation, the temptation would be to club up there. Oh, that's way too soft.
And this putt to save par. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt.
Well, I ain't
And
gonna complain
starting the
about
round off
starting with a
par.
par.
All right, and our leader and the score to beat today is currently even par.
Ooh, okay. If the wind was with us, it could be reachable. Could be reachable. Okay, I'm putting a bit of left on
Well,
this
this
swings
one's
at the
looking
minute.
like it's in the fairway.
Well, he's full of shit, isn't he?
And I apologize, folks. That shot's ended up in the rough. And now, from the
No
rough.
shit, Sherlock. Ah, it's a pitch shot. Not too bad.
And I think you'll like that.
I just
And about
find that with
17
the
feet to
pitch
cut.
shots, when I'm not expecting, when I'm rushing basically, because they tend to run on, bounce and run on, I'm setting up, not taking that into consideration.
And that par putt will drop. And after that one, he'll stay at even par. Now let's see what this third hole has in store.
This is another course, like I said, that was fully computer generated. I just basically put the basic details in. It's gone left again.
A promising looking shot here. Now, what do you know? I thought that shot was going to be pretty safe.
Ooh. Okay, I could end up in a little bit of trouble here. Left again. That's a good bunker shot.
That was a fantastic bunker shot. And this to save the par. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard.
Got away with
And he's
one
going to
there,
stay
I think.
right where he is, even par after that hole. And now the fourth hole.
Ooh. I think I'm going to club down on that one. Oh
Three
no,
wood in
that's
action
gone
here.
right. What the? Might bounce on the green safely, but I'll take that.
And this putt's for birdie.
Oh, that turned a lot more than I was expecting.
Oh, and the long putt doesn't want to drop. All right, let's take a peek at the leaderboard now. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store today.
Fairly short par 5. I think the the green's protected a bit with the bunkers. So let's do a couple of. Right, so it is going left. What the hell? That's thinking, okay, it's started creeping right. I'm trying to stop it going right, and it's going more right. Oh my god. Not overly confident about the swing at the moment.
Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway.
Well, it could just be the way I'm holding it. Well, more than likely it's the way I'm holding the controller, which doesn't seem to be any different than normal. But it only takes a fraction. That didn't sound like a good connection, and it's not. Fucking hell. Let's try. Come on, backspin on that. Come on, backspin. Ah. I really needed that to come back to me then. Oh, son of a
And
bitch.
this putt could save par. And now we're going to take a look at the leaderboard.
I think I might be still
And
even.
after that hole, he will stay at even par. And now teeing off on this par 4. Immense power on this drive, folks.
Come on, stop short. Stop short.
Going with the 8-iron.
It's ran on a lot more than I was expecting. Well, it's gone further than I expected.
Too much club on that, I
went
think.
for the pitch shot.
Setting up here
Two
in the
running on,
green
but that
side
went
rough.
more than it should have done. Oh, fluffed it.
And this putt is essential for saving par. Oh, and just doesn't want to drop. This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say. And that one drops for the bogey.
Well,
and +1 on the day after that hole.
That's got to mean there's a birdie coming
And let's
soon.
see what the 7th hole has in store today.
Hole in one. It's a bit of a tricky little bastard, that.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Probably should have stayed on the higher club. Yeah, bollocks.
Just not enough club on that one.
Another lovely bunker shot.
And about 5 feet from the cup. And that putt's gonna drop for par. And after that hole, 1 over for the day. And next on the plate is the
Ah,
8th
it's
hole.
this hole. I remember this hole.
And this drive's just
That's
smoking,
a better
folks.
connection. Could have done with it being a little bit further left, though. It's a good connection. Go on. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Go on, over that crest. Over that crest, you bastard! Ah. Could have done with putting it a lot further right. The distance was good though. Glad I clubbed down.
And this putt is for birdie.
Birdie, birdie.
And a nice putt.
Said it'd be coming.
And that hole's going to bring it down to even par. And the score to beat today is even par so far.
Even par so far.
And here's an 8-iron.
Not a clean connection that. Balls.
And this putt is needed to save par.
Ooh.
Solid putt.
I didn't think I was going to be making it then.
And he's going to stay right there at even par after that hole. And let's see what the 10th has in store.
Don't you dare roll down that hill into the water.
From the 150-yard marker.
Oh, that's a narrow green.
I think that's a 5-iron. Too much club, I think. Now let's see what happens here from the sand trap.
Holy shit!
And that was just a brilliant shot out of the sand. This
Yeah,
putt's about
first
a
one wasn't.
2-footer. Okay, and now we will take a look at the leaderboard. And 1 over for the day after that hole. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole.
Okay, let's give it a good smash. It's gone a bit right, that. So it's gone a bit right, it's ended up straight down the middle of the fairway, but...
And 180 yards out.
I'm actually going to club down on that one. So although it's 5 feet up, it's actually downhill to the green.
I think that's the hybrid.
Probably could have taken another club off it, to be fair.
And about 14 feet away here. Oh my goodness, just missed.
You fucker.
And now let's take a look at that leaderboard. And +1 on the day after that hole. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens.
Jesus, that's a bit of a nasty one. Now, the previous hole that was a bit like this, I got caught out. Because normally I'd club up, but it went too far, so I'm not going to club up. And I'm going to end up going short, I know it, but better connection this time.
And this one's looking pretty
That's
good.
fucking spot on that. So, you know, if I'd have clubbed up, I would have gone long.
5 feet to go
which
here.
is unusual because normally tee above hole, club up. No, hole above tee, club up.
For the
Take
birdie.
a birdie.
And after that one, he's going to go down to even par. And in today's event, thus far, score to beat is even par.
Okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here.
Wind's keeping that one straight for me.
Okay, and about 205 yards to the pin.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see if we can. Turn it round the corner. Go on.
He's going towards
Go
the
on.
green here.
Go on. That is a fucking shot and a half.
Looking like 9 feet to the cup.
No!
Ooh, and that one's very, very close.
That putt
And about
did not
4
do the previous
feet
shot
from the cup.
justice.
And that putt drops on in for par. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that one. And now the 14th hole.
Okay, so this is another one where really I should be clubbing up.
Looks like the hybrid is on display here.
Again, no, if I had have done, I'd have gone long. I wonder why it's doing that.
All right,
at
and
this
he's
course.
on. And this putt's for birdie.
Unless it's just because of the distances and the roll-on effect of the longer club. Get in.
And a nice putt. And after that hole, 1 under for the day.
So around about 160 to 180 in distance, which is what?
And next up we have a
5
par
iron,
5
6
hole.
iron-ish, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 5 iron and 5 hybrid. Yeah, so I bet it is because of the roll-on effect. So by clubbing up, yeah, it would just roll on too far. But
And
if
there
it
was
say,
some
130,
serious
140
power involved in
yards,
this one.
it probably would need to be clubbed up because those clubs have less of a roll on. That wasn't the best of connections, but I'll take it though. Oh, slow down swing.
And this putt's for birdie.
So leave a long one, that is. That's shocking, Dave.
About 13 feet away.
I started swinging, and just as I, literally at the moment of me pushing forward, I realised I hadn't checked the distance.
And that putt will drop for par. And currently sitting at 1 under for the day. Okay, and moving on to the 16th here.
300 yards. Should we play this one methodically? What, 300 yards? Let's go for about 150.
It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. From 145 yards out. It looks like a 7-iron.
It's gone left. Shit.
Unfortunately, not enough club, I think.
I don't think the length of club was the issue there. It was the fact it went left.
Five feet to go here. And that one drops for par. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And let's see what the 17th has in store.
Right, okay, par 5. Let's go.
I don't think we'll find some fairway here.
Wasn't the best connection. That was a good connection, but it wasn't a whoosh. It was just a tsh. Just a bit of an evil fucking hill. Stick with the with this club. Bit of a full contact to that. Yeah, I shouldn't have put the backspin on.
From 25 feet away.
25 feet. Not a lot of movement.
And about 5 feet to go here. And a good putt.
Can't complain with that really, another par. What was that
And
bird?
after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round.
Ooh, she's reachable in one.
And heading for the green.
Oh no, heading for the bunker. Motherfucker.
And just to correct my previous prediction, that ended up in the sand.
I was questioning myself whether I should have fucking clubbed down. I thought, no, I'm alright, yeah.
and onto the green out of that bunker. And this next putt for a 69 on the final round.
Get in, get in.
Ooh,
Oh,
and it
you
just
fucking
misses.
kidding me. You bastard. Fucking end up on a fucking
That's
par.
it for us here today, folks. We thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, we will see you next time.
Well, to be fair, 3 bad holes. Without that, would have been what? 1, 2, 3, 3 under. And 3 bad holes, 3 good holes, and the rest average. Now there are more rounds to this competition, but I'm not going to play them now. What I'm going to do instead is I'll go and show it. I'll go and generate a completely random course, basically, to show how I've done that. So for any of my friends that want to try making a course but don't want to go too in depth about it, this is how you do it. It's dead easy. Get a new course. So, give it a name, whatever you want to call it. Just having a look around me to see what inspirations there are. Okay, go to theme, and then this is where you get to choose the basic area type. I've not been a big fan of the desert ones. I don't think if I've made a Swiss one. I don't think I have. No, I'm not sure I must have made a Swiss one. Let's go tropical. Okay, so that's going to generate as a base map. Okay. Now I could literally just go with it as it is. However, I am going to adjust the terrain. So you've got water level, so basically make it so that you've got more water, less water. I'm going to leave it at 0. Now if you do actually want to manually edit your map, you can raise the whole land area to get rid of all water, and then you can put your own water in if you want to. Okay, hills, it's on a percentage sort of scale. I'm going to have some hills in there. Trees, I want lots of trees. Plants, I want lots of plants. Grass, I'm going to leave it there. I'll put it up a little bit. And rocks, we don't need rocks. Okay, and then hit apply. Now, I like to change the holes, the course, the whole thing. Sometimes the holes may stay exactly the same, but it'll just change the landscape. Now for the layout, this is where it will affect the holes more than anything. So you've got the number of holes up to 18, how many par 3s you want. Personally, I like to have a few par 3s in there. I'm going to go with 4 par 4s on this occasion. Then you get fairway width, and to be fair, I can't remember what that narrow one was set to, but it was too narrow. I do prefer to have a fairly decent width fairway. Fairway bunkers, whether you want few or many of them, I do want a few. Green size, now 20 is quite small on the green size. I don't need to go, actually I'm going to go big greens on this one, you know, because the last few I've been doing have not been very big on the greens, and we'll have a lot of greenside bunkers, then hit apply, and that's going to change the course for us. Now it's moved all of the holes, so they're on different parts of the land, so the hills will be different. So you can basically do a generic base course, exactly how we just have done there. And then if you did want to adjust any of the holes or move the holes, you can. What I am going to do is I'm just going to sort out a couple of the generic settings. There's a few more of them once you actually get to the course. So in the terrain settings, you can see, like, if you've had a look around and thought, you know what, I want more hills, you can increase that, or what have you. I might increase it a little bit more actually. Now what this tends to do is you can move the slider bar, but as soon as you stop, it's then going to start generating the map. So you kind of have to give it time to make its adjustments, because I don't want massive fucking hills. I think I've tortured enough people with big hills already, so I kind of want to get to the medium bit. Come on. A little more. Let's see if I can get to medium 0.5. Right, take that. Okay. And then on course settings, we've got T-box sizes, shapes, textures, stuff like that. I'm going to do the textures, I might as well. What type of T markers you might want. I'm going to go with those ones, I think. Don't need to bother about T. Right, fairway settings. So fairway widths you can sort out. So at the moment it's 14.2 yards wide. I will have a look at one of the holes in a moment, see what it's like. Now the fairway settings, that's for all of the fairways, but you can go to each individual. You can basically go to each individual hole, and that says hole 3 fairway up on the left and fairway settings. And now I could set the specific width of fairway on that hole alone. Looking at it, I think I would like to have wider fairways already, so get onto the main course settings bit. Try and zoom out a bit if I can. Okay, I'll go with that, and then sort out fairway texture. I want a nice looking green. Oh fuck it, that's a bit in your face, isn't it? Ah, fuck it, it'll do. I'm going to go for a narrow mow width with extreme intensity. And okay, terrain firmness. I'm going to make it a little hard. I mean, we are in the tropics, where it's either going to be very hot and firm, or very wet and soft. Right, okay, fairway span is where the fairway starts and ends, so whether you want your fairway starting right by your tee or not. I'm not going to worry too much about that one. And how wavy you want the edges of your fairways. I'm going to go with a bit more than that. Okay. Now with the other courses that I've made with the sort of quick make. I didn't go through doing all of this bit. I basically did just do it on the first sort of generic kind of settings. I do want to have quite a few fairway bunkers. It is affecting the holes quite a bit in the lay of the lands. Hazard distance. Now, with the club sets that we're using, about 240 is for the driver. So I'm going to have my hazard start at 244. Okay. Rough settings. How wide we want the rough. I think I'll leave that as it is. And then the heavy rough width. I'll leave that as it is. And then green settings. This bit is kind of important. Not just necessarily for the green size, but it's the slope. And personally, I've preferred having slightly flatter greens as we got used to the game. Although on this one I will make them a little less flat. And normally I go for between 0.25 and 0.32 on the slope levels. So this one being into the medium it could be quite extreme compared to what we're used to. And then textures. Now for this one I need to sort of be able to see a green, and yeah, so let's go with I want a bit of a darker. That looks better. Oh, excuse me. Right, I think the mode pattern. You know, I'm going to go with a wide mode pattern on the green. Normally I'd do this the other way around, but actually, okay, I'm going to change that because the wide on the green was only as wide as the sort of medium on the fairways. Right, the greens, personally I like to make the greens a little softer so you can really attack them. And the speed, 6.2 is quite slow, really. Let's go for a big fringe. Okay, and the last thing to do, I'm not going to touch the bunkers, the green bunkers, because they're already set. Let's pick a flag set. I think we'll go for that one. Alright, and that is pretty much that one done. So I could publish that now, but what I'm actually going to do is I will, on this occasion, I'll test play it. Because you can do that when you're making the course, which is very useful, because you can test each hole, basically. Alright, so let's see what we got then. Now, one downside to testing the hole is that when you are testing the hole or the course, you get to see the directional arrow, so you can actually do shots that are a lot harder to do. So on the main course, so for example, 107. Let's go for that. Right. Okay, so that bit, nothing massively unusual about that. But if I now do that, now for me to be able to do that on a normal round, almost impossible, because of knowing how much the arc turns. but once you've practiced, I mean, for many people, if they've not been on the driving range on this, you wouldn't know how much it can turn. So, I mean, I would definitely recommend on this that people do try going to the driving range and seeing how far the arc can turn. Because, for example, one of the things that I did, and it doesn't work with every club this or every shot, even with the same club, but for example, I'm on the driver here. I know that if I go full loft left, the arc is going to end up just beyond my guy's left shoulder. Right, so that sort of distance. So I know when I'm playing around that if I wanted to curl a ball around a corner, that's kind of my range to go for. The problem is, doing it the other direction, I have no marker point to go from. But also, when it comes to the distance, the more draw or fade you put on, the shorter your distance. So it is very difficult to judge that. You can reset your club by scrolling through the shot settings. But, for example, I wouldn't have known about it being over the left shoulder if I hadn't been to the driving range and tested it and checked it. So, sneaky little tip. But also, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before. I mean, the driving range is very useful for a number of things. One of which being working on shot distances, which I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before. So like going, say, 4 or 5 clubs up and then putting full loft on it to be able to hit a specific distance. I must admit, so far it's feeling quite nicely playable. Bouncing down the hill. It's a decent drive that, 314 yards. Hit that too full. Yeah. Can tell by the sound with the irons when it gives almost like hitting 2 bits of wood together. Yeah, it's although it says perfect in the bottom right corner, the actual connection of club to ball has not been good. So it's a bit like when I was doing the drive earlier, I said it's a good drive, but it's not a perfect drive, because the perfect one goes whootish, not tsh. It's similar with the irons. It should go whoodum rather than kudunk. Very basic impersonation of it there, but you get the gist. Okay, I'm not going to go through wood there, I'm going to go driver. So like with that one it goes whoosh. Means very good club swing speed, very good club connection. Okay. So let's see what this one sounds like, whether it's a gdunk or a hudunk. See, that was a hudunk. So the connection was good. I just went long on it. I'm not worrying too much about the the puts at the moment. I'm just basically seeing how the greens are playing. Whether the ball's turning a lot, whether it needs hitting hard or not. Right. Okay, 105 yards, 12 feet down. I'm gonna do my multiple clubs up here. Go for about 155. Club down for it being down, and then I'm gonna go full loft. See, that was a bit of a whew, but the dunk was a lot louder. It wasn't a great connection. The swing wasn't bad, but the actual connection with the ball was not particularly good. Oh, that turned more than I thought it would. Ow. Right, I'm going to play this hole and then I will leave the rest of the holes as a surprise. Because to be fair, I mean, it seems more than playable at the moment. If there's any holes that are evil, then it will just make it interesting. I'm gonna club down. That was a good connection. That was a good shot. Okay, that's going to turn more. Right, I'm going to leave the rest of those holes as a surprise for whenever we may play around here. Nice little course that though. I say little. Nice course. So what I will do there is just publish that one. Yes, I want to publish it. Yes, I'll take a picture. Shall I do a deceptive picture? Make everybody think that it's going to be really wet everywhere. Right. So that course is now published. Nice course that, at least through the first 8, and sometimes that's what some of the holes I like. You get on it, or not holes, some of the courses, you get on it and it's just enjoyable to just go playing through it. So out of all of my courses, let's see, the Andrex is an evil bitch. The Able, not bad actually. Oak Island, very nice. 9 Pints, evil motherfucker. That is an accuracy test. The Iron Brew, very nice course. What else we got? The Andrex 2 plies, so that was the Andrex but with the greens edited, much nicer to play. Alastry, golf course I actually played on in real life. Probably not a perfectly accurate representation of that course, but it's close enough for me. No Imagination, which is actually quite a nice course to play. I mean, the only thing I did with that particular course was put all of the holes in a line to show that, yeah, no imagination involved in making that course at all. All them trees would make you think that it's full of trees, but it isn't. It's full of par 3s. Very fun course to play though. No Imagination Hills is basically no imagination, but with the hills turned up, so there's much more hills. Gump Forest, which you've seen, and I didn't plan this, which is not very nice. And now there's the Cookie Crusher. Now, admittedly, Steve has made some courses, which definitely interesting. The Abandoned course, very fun course to play on that. Definitely seems abandoned. Donington Park, a lot of time and effort put into that course, and to be fair, it's a very nice course to play on. Tricky, but a nice course to play on. DGT Seaside is basically based on Dragon Trail Seaside from GT Sport. Good course though. This Pish, I've only got one hole, so let's go and have a round on this Pish. I think this was made for specifically for Ray. Because we kept missing greens and putts and approach shots.
Hello and welcome. My name is John. We have one hole par 3 today. Let's hit that green.
Let's see how this goes then.
This one's looking dialed in.
Go on, get in there. It's not going to make it. It's not going to make it. What up? Go on, go on, go on, go on. You little bastard.
Alright, we're setting up 30 feet from the hole, so have fun with this.
I reckon we go for a bit of a in and around. Let's see where that's going to end up, shall we? Oh, it's getting closer. Oh, you little swine.
Oh, it traveled all that way to do nothing but sit there.
Alright, now we just got to finish up.
Par.
And nice little
Easy.
tappy tap tap to finish this one off.
And tappy tap
Ending
tap.
things off. Even Steven today.
That's
Nothing wrong with that.
definitely.
Alright, thanks for the round. That was a fun one. We'll see you next time.
Happy Gilmore. Okay, so Steve's other courses is the Revival Retreat, which is basically the abandoned course, which has no longer been abandoned, it's been done up. A very nice course to play actually. And then Over the Hills and Fairway. Yeah, some good courses there. Right, that's going to be me done for today, because I need to get myself a bite to eat. So have a good one everybody, and I will see you all again soon.